What makes the world go round? Travis Wayne Goodsell. So the church, after their meeting today, is saying that only half the conference center is to be filled for conference. Conference is the weekend of the 2nd and 3rd of April. And in case you didn't know, there's some interesting things going on that the church is in denial of and refusing to follow doctors' advice for. This whole time, Johns Hopkins University of Medicine has had their coronavirus.jhu.edu map for everybody to see how the virus is doing worldwide and locally. What has been interesting is that both Utah and America's numbers have been dropping the last couple of weeks. That sounds great. So if you didn't see the SNL episode 2 weeks ago, where Michael Che threw in a little joke about how the mutant strain is glad that everybody's lowering our response to medical professionals. And so here's what's going on. South Korea is number one on the number of 28-day new cases, and that's how they rank them, with 6,604,614. Their total, so that you get a perspective, for 2 years, 8,250,592. So the 6,604,614 is in the last 28 days. You can do the math. 1.6 million for 2 years, and then all of a sudden 6.6 million in 28 days. Something's going on. It's called Deltacron. It's a merger mutant strain of Delta and Omicron. Germany is second. 4,933,989. Now, it has a 2-year total of 18,116,688. So they've been hit hard this whole time. But again, they're number 2. Vietnam, 4,213,634. Total for the 2 years, 6,820,458. Oh, wow. So Asia is getting it. Russia. We can't trust anything they say. There was scandal in the beginning, there was scandal in the middle, there's still scandal today. They're claiming 17 million total for the 2 years and 2.751 in the 28 days. But they're number 4 from what they're allowing us to know. France is number 5. Japan is number 6. And yeah, that's a scary situation too. Brazil, 7. Netherlands, 8. UK, 9. Turkey, 10. And then finally us, literally US, us, 11, with 1,444,433, with a total of 79,670,492, with 969,626 Americans dead. And so as number 11, we're down. We have been number 1 since we first took that spot back in 2000. And nobody caught us until the last week, I think, was when we started to drop in the ranking. And so when you look at the Utah coronavirus stats, because if you remember, at the end of last month, Governor Cox says, I'm going to stop reporting. I'm doing away with testing sites. We're just going to treat it like the flu. Oh my God. And so, yeah, he was shamed for not listening to medical doctors. And he's still reporting it. But yes, Utah is looking very colorful after all this time in bright Easter coloring of green and bluish, white and yellows, rather than red that we've been for a very long time. And so we should just disregard medical professionals, right? Wrong. We've not stopped this. It's still a pandemic. And so the medical doctors have warned, don't give up. Because it's still raging. And it was told a week ago that within 2 weeks, what's going on around the world is going to come here to America. So next week, we should see what the others who have now taken the lead will hit America, as we will expectedly go back up the ranking towards number 1. And so, next week, we would expect Utah, likewise, to go back up and then fill in the orange and then the red again. What is also disturbing is that I've told you I've been keeping track of the coronavirus numbers here in Utah, because I knew I wouldn't be able to trust our governors, and sure enough, we weren't. And so I've been keeping track all this time. And I'm now doing it online, or on my computer, through an Excel program. And so let's look at the first 2 weeks of March. And so Cox is the one who chose to stop the weekend reporting, so that Mondays show the collective of the whole weekend. And so we'll disregard those. And so the 8th, actually, well, really? Oh, because that was holiday, why was Friday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday? Yeah, okay. So that should be the weekend, okay. So yeah, on the 2nd, which is a Wednesday, 461, where Tuesday, 278, Thursday, 386, Friday, 261. Wednesday is the largest day of the week. So the second week, the 7th, for a collective of the weekend, 543. It's gone down from the previous week. And then Tuesday, 100. That's awesome. Just stay away from the number of dead. That's not awesome. Wednesday, 198. Thursday, 186. Friday, 244. Something happened on Wednesday. And so this week, there's 353 for the weekend totals, 94 on Tuesday, 183 on Wednesday. Seeing the pattern. Wednesdays are a jump up consistently. How? Well, we know that you get infected, by the next day you're feeling the symptoms, you get tested, and then you're told that you have it or you don't, and then it takes another day for the reporting. So guess which day you got infected to show up on Wednesday's stats? Sunday. What happens on Sundays here in Utah? Church. The dominant religion of Utah is which church? This does not take rocket science. It may be a child-proof lock, but children can open it and figure it out. Church is still and has always been the superspreader in Utah. Church. And next week, the doctors are predicting that Deltacron will rage here in the United States. Next week. We've got church on Sunday. And then one more week after that for Sunday, when it's supposed to rage next week, and then church on Sunday. What do you think is going to happen by conference time? Everybody placing their bets now? Oh, it's illegal to make bets in Utah? Well, we can go to Wyoming or Nevada and place our bets there. This is not complicated. And so, let me read it to you. Details about participation in the April 2022 General Conference. Now, pay attention for something you're supposed to hear about this massive gathering in the state of Utah, because your regular church service is not 10,000 people per session. conference center capacity will be 10,000 people per session. How many sessions? 5. And so 5 times 10, 50,000 people will be gathered, as Deltacron is expected to be raging in America and thus in Utah. The use of public transit is encouraged. Due to parking and accessibility concerns related to the construction on and around Temple Square, seating at the April 2022 General Conference, April 2nd and 3rd, will be limited to 10,000 people per session. Those who come to the conference are encouraged to use public transit. Consistent with the best data available, the wearing of face masks by those attending the April 2022 General Conference will be optional. No, it's not the best available data. They are in violation of medical professionals. The WHO, not the music group, the organization, and the CDC, and even local and national doctors. We had an extension by our president following the real best data from medical professionals to keep wearing masks through the month of March until the middle of April. So what the bleep are they telling Mormons that masks are optional for? If available information changes, it already has before you even gave this today. The policy may be modified. I can guarantee bleep and bleep tell you it better be modified, but the church doesn't care, because the church has been a super spreader this whole time, and they are profiting off of it. $52 billion of profit, which came out the previous month. Did those reporting for you. You get sick, you get hospitalized, you die. Church makes money. How does that make the church the one true church on the face of the earth, led by Jesus? It makes you the suckers and losers. The church is hurting you on purpose. They're playing you for chumps, scamming you out of your money, and you fall for it. You thank thee, O God, for a living prophet to guide you down to hell and to the grave. We are grateful to again welcome church leaders and members from around the world who will be traveling to Salt Lake to participate in the conference. Yeah, what do you bet they're from Germany, France, Japan, South Korea? This is a horrifying nightmare that I cannot break the wall of YouTube. who are under orders of the church to silence my voice and cause you harm. When are you gonna wake up? 19 July 1840. Joseph Smith Papers. Look it up. I've got the links. Just find the videos. You can't miss them.